Got another gameplay clip here for you with duos, me and Limp. As you saw, I was down, and that was a terrible grenade. I was down when first came in because we were right in the middle, got pinched. There was some dude up in that tower. We just killed him with a grenade. We got pinched by like three. There was like three teams there, two on each side of us. A dude up top there. It was pretty crazy. So I had gone down. Limp got me back up. We got to go. Storm is coming in. There's only 22 people left. Just got that only kill from that guy that was up in that tower. We killed him with that grenade. So we're just running to get in the next circle. Lot of stuff just went down there, which you weren't able to see because I did not have the recording set to longer than 15 minutes. So you only get the last 15 of this game, ish. So yeah, super low. Limp's got good shields, about half health. I've got no health, but I did pick up that med kit from a body, and so now we're just trying to get in the circle. Just trying to survive at this point. Just beelining it. Storm's on our tail. We're faster than it, luckily. Got garbage weapons. Epic scoped AR, which scoped ARs are just atrocious in every way. Do have a blue tac shoddy, white tac sub, one grenade left, and then that medkit that I picked up. So, which I am going to need to use for sure. So he got in, just built up, just to give us a little protection. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my med kit. Building the floor just in case somebody can see my feet. There's some shooting going on at the depot, it sounds like. We're gonna... for some reason it's glitchy. If you're like not both jumping above it, it won't fill in. Building is just glitchy sometimes. So, okay, so clearly we see some folks at the depot here doing battle. And I just threw a couple pot shots with the scoped AR, which surprisingly hit, but only for like 24 damage or whatever it was. So we're just kind of hanging out here. I mean, there's dudes all along the roof there. There's people behind us somewhere duking it out in the storm as well. So I really don't want to shoot these guys at this point. It's pretty much pointless. Apparently Limp was hoarding shields, and so after being downed, I'm back up to 100, which is nice. And he's up to almost 100. Guys are still up there. You can just see them battling it out, chasing each other around. We're just gonna let them do that, and we will come in after. Oh, somebody's building back up to this red depot here. Checking it out. Nope, he's just going straight across to the other side, which is fine. We'll let him do it. We do have to eventually make our way to the more south to get in the circle. The depot is not in the circle, so they've got to move at some point too. So we figure, all right, well, let's just let them keep duking it out over there. We'll just run around kind of behind the hill and get in the next circle while they're doing that other stuff. So that's what we're doing. Don't have a lot of ammo. Only got 38 shots of this, 32 shotgun shells. I'll go ahead and drop that one grenade and get those bandages. And 59 light ammo. Just don't have much, but we're going to do what we can do with it. So I think we're probably just trying to get in the circle here. Get in the circle and then build a little something. Provide a little bit of protection maybe. Limp's building. I think he needs some ammo. Or I was trying to give him ammo because I don't think he has very much in the way of guns either. So we really don't have much going on here. So we get in the circle and we do a little building. Just scope it out. I mean, there's only 9 people left at this point, so there's only 7 and then us. Got 1 kill. The circle's still relatively decent in size. So those 9 people can be spread out over a pretty good area, which I think the circle's coming in over Salty Springs. So lots of houses in Salty Springs. So, I mean, there could be people, I mean, there's no telling. There could be a lot of people in a lot of different areas without even having to build. So that's kind of one thing that we're thinking about as we're kind of creeping up here. And we know that since we don't have much in the way of guns or weapons, we got to be sneaky. We got to be sneaky about how we do this. So I've moved up a little bit just to get under this tree. I've got great coverage from the tree from above, and I can see out kind of to the southwest there. He's finally moving up. The storm has pretty much moved in on our backside where we were all the way, and it's coming down right on the kind of the edge of Salty Springs there. So half of Salty Springs is going to be in the circle, in this next circle, and half of it is not. He's moved up into that bush there, just try to get visuals on anybody that we see. Still 9 people left. Like I said, I mean, in Salty with all those houses, there's just so many different places you can hide without even building, without even having to build a fort. Which you will see we use to our advantage a little bit later. So about another 30 seconds, storm just waiting for it to close in on basically all of the other sides except ours, because it's already on our side. Just waiting to see where this next circle goes. We figure it's got to go towards Salty because it typically seems like it always goes towards the town once it gets this small. So that's our anticipation. I'm just watching our back in case somebody somehow comes around from behind there. He's watching the front. There are some forts. He has said that there are some forts that they have built in Salty. So we know we're probably going to be having to move up onto these forts and into the town once the circle eventually comes in. Just move so slow. So just hanging out until we figure out what we got to do next. Still don't really have much of anything good. If I get a gunfight, I've got my blue tech shotty. That's about what I got, because that scoped AR is just garbage. And then a white tech sub, which I could do some damage with up close. So really all we got. Here's some sniping on the backside, and of course, as expected, the circle goes towards Salty and toward this massive fort that somebody has built on top of a house. So he's actually built this on top of the house. We make the decision, let's just run up underneath it. Okay, we see somebody building across the way on that house right there, but we're not worried about that. We're like, let's just get up underneath this guy in this big fort right here. Let's just get down here. So again, oh, there's somebody right outside the house. Come to the door. You gonna come to? No, not gonna come to the door. Still running around in the house in here. Somebody's still shooting at him from across the way. You can hear him fighting it out. Somebody just got downed. Some dude's chopping out up above us. But I think he's trying to chop down that fort, maybe. Or chop into that fort. Because he did not chop through the actual floor. So we're just still in this little room, waiting. We're in the circle, so we actually don't have to move from this room for now. So I pop over here just to get a little coverage from that window, and I can watch this door, and he's watching the other door. Somebody is building up above us. You can see I don't know what you call that, maybe dust from the building, I guess. And so we're just gonna hang out in here. We're in the circle. There's still 9 people left. That's what I was saying. I mean, there's just so many different places you can be when you have so many structures around. Somebody did get knocked, which means his buddy must have got him up. Because there are still 9, so that's us and 7 other people. You can hear people all around us. Somebody just came in that back door where Limp is, and he popped him with the shotgun for the insta-kill. So now we're down to 8 people left. And we're just fortified. Ooh, excuse me. We're just fortifying our little room right here. Alright, so the next circle has showed its hand, and where I am at in this corner of this house, it's actually in the circle. So technically we don't have to move. Limp has to move. He at least has to come over here and join me, but I don't have to move. So people up above us in this fort above us, we know there's people across the way. There's some more people other places, don't know where, probably just sitting in houses, but they're all about to have to come towards us, because the circle is actually behind me, which there's an open space behind where I'm at, like a driveway, just an area in between houses. So the circle is actually going to be in an open area. So when this next circle comes in, there will 100% have to be some moving. So you can see people out there knocking people. They're just duking it out. They don't know we're here. We're just kicking it and relaxing. We're gonna let them fight. We're being super ninja sneaky, which we like to do, especially when you don't have the gear and the guns to be able to compete on a level playing field with everybody else. So we are just trying to be sneaky at this point. He's making his way over towards me to get in the next circle, because the circle is about to be closed in. And so here it comes. You can hear building outside of our room. I'm still shocked. There's 7 people left in this tiny little area, but you can see the next circle. We're not quite in the next circle. So in 45 seconds, we are going to have to move. Kind of what we're talking about right now, our strategy is we can chop right out of this house, and pretty much once we chop out of this house and just get, a few steps out there, we should be able to build and be in the circle again. So what we want to do is chop out of this house. Oh, somebody just popped a trap up above us, I guess, somewhere. You can hear some building out there. But what we want to do is chop it, and we got to go pretty soon because there's only 6 seconds left. So we're going to chop out. We're going to run out, get a little space, just build real quick, just to get some cover. Going to throw some roofs on. You can see all that stuff up above us. Storm's coming in. Can't build. We don't have much in the way of materials. Dudes are fighting up above us. So, they've built a platform all the way across basically, and stuff's going down at this point. 4 people left, so us 2 and 2 others. Oh, nope, now there's only 3 left, and you can hear him. He's right outside. You can see him right there. He's right outside this wall. And so I'm peeking through this crack. He's out there picking stuff up. He has no idea we're here. We're about to just ninja sneak attack him. Oh, he's bandaging. So I'm like, he's bandaging. We got to get out there. So I'm building a door. He builds a door, and we just pop out and just, that dude's just like, gosh, dang it, those stupid. Of course, they're sitting in a structure right there. But a perfect ninja win for JJ and